What's up, everybody? This is Michael Mignona from Mignona.com, and today I want to talk about blogging, and specifically how blogging is a complete waste of money if you're doing it for your business, or if you're having a marketing company do it for your business. So let me know if this sounds like you, okay? You're a business owner, or you work in the marketing part of a business, and you have hired a marketing company to do marketing for you. And one of the things they're doing for you is they're writing blog posts, posting them on your WordPress blog, and then sharing them to Facebook and sharing them to Twitter and LinkedIn maybe, but not even usually. And then as a business owner who, is probably the admin of your business page on Facebook, you look at these posts of these blog posts that the marketing company's sharing, and you see that it's reached maybe 37 people. There's one like, and it's always from the same person. And you're thinking to yourself, is this really bringing me any business? Is this really doing anything for me? Well, in this video, I want to talk about the answer to that question and some other things related to blogging. So the answer to the question, is it doing anything? Is posting that blog post, is writing that blog content, posting it to your website and posting it on Facebook, doing anything for your local small business when you've got 33 people that saw it and one like? The answer is it's doing nothing for your business. Absolutely nothing. Okay, it is a complete waste of money, and the marketing company doing it for you knows it's a complete waste of money and that it's not helping you, but they're doing it because it's something that they know how to do, and they've got the system for it figured out. It's easy for them, and it looks like they're doing something. But in fact, you've probably gotten 0 clients because they've written a blog post and posted it to your Facebook page. Simple as that. So let's talk about, I want to qualify what I'm saying by kind of backing up and going through when blogging is not worth it and when it actually can be, and how you can use content production and blog posting to increase business for your local small business. So blogging isn't probably something that will help you if you don't sell ad space on your website. So if you're a huge website and you rely on traffic, it's all about eyes on your website. And so the more traffic you have, the more money you make because you have ads that show up on your website. And for every person that lands on a page showing an ad, you make a penny, or whatever the case may be. That is an instance when blogging might be helpful to your bottom line, because it can get you ranked for keywords that people type into Google, and that can result in more traffic to your website. But let's compare that to to what the goal of most local small businesses is. The goal of most local small businesses is not to sell ad space on their website, but to get real clients to call them or submit a form or visit their physical location, okay? So if that's your goal, blogging isn't going to do much if it's done the way that most marketing companies do it for their clients, okay? And just as a little teaser, later in this video, I am going to go over how local small businesses can use blogging properly to get more local clients. Okay, made a couple notes here, so let me just cheat and look at them. So essentially, a blog is only worth it if it's done for the right reasons. Now, you'll notice a trend in my videos if you watch all of them. And what you'll notice is the underlying message behind all of my videos is that everything you do for your business should be done in order to be as helpful as possible. And particularly to be as helpful as possible to people who could ultimately become your clients. So you'll notice that in this video, I am not screaming about my services and telling you to hire me. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm sharing with you, the business owner, something that you'll actually be able to get value from. And that's exactly how blogging should be used. You should only write a blog post and post it to your website and then share it to social media if you believe it is truly helpful to your potential clients or to anyone in your service area that would be a client of yours. And one of the best ways to ask yourself if a particular piece of content is actually helpful and worth posting to your website and your social media channels is, would you pay for your potential clientele to see and read this content, or however that content is? Maybe it's a video or something. Would you pay $1 or $2 or $3 or $4 or $5 for someone to read this content? Now, at first you might be saying, no, I don't want to pay for people to read a blog post. But let's do a little for instance. I have clients, many clients, who tell me, when I ask them what's special about their business, what's unique about their business, they start explaining to me all of this stuff that they know about their business, and they express to me that they are experts and they really know what is good. And if only their potential clients knew this stuff, they would make the right decision, and that is not to go with their competitor who uses materials that aren't as good or whose services aren't as good, and instead go with them because they're more trustworthy and they provide a better service. If only their clientele were more educated about the service or product that they're about to buy, then it wouldn't be a question. They would always buy from them. Well, there you go. So the why blog? Blog if you can express and communicate those things that educate your potential clients, because then a more educated client is likely to become your client because they know what's good, and because you've taught them what's good, they trust that you're the ones to deliver that superior service or that superior product. So if people are more likely to purchase your services and products if they know more about the services and products, then it stands to reason that it would be in your interest to pay money for people to learn what is important for them to know so that they arrive at the right conclusion, which is to use your business for your services or products. So a good question to ask yourself, just to recap, is, should I blog about this? I don't know. Is this something that I would want people to read? Is it something that would truly help them? If so, then it's probably blog worthy, and you should probably spend some money on Facebook in order to distribute it to as many people as you can who are in the market for the products and services you sell, and there's ways to target that. So I think that's a really important question to ask yourself when determining whether or not a blog post is worth writing and sharing. Now, let's talk about what most blog posts consist of. Especially and usually because they're written by a marketing company for a client. Now, when a roofing company, for instance, hires a marketing company to produce blog content for them, the marketing company, this is exactly what they do. The marketing company finds some freelance writers. They say, I want to produce a blog post about roofing shingles and, whatever, what to do if your roof starts leaking, Yes, that can be a helpful piece of content, but the problem is that the freelance writers who are tasked with writing this, because they're not roofing experts, all they're doing is going online and they're finding an article or 2 or 3 written about what to do when your roof is leaking, and they're kind of like gathering that information and then just repurposing it and rewording it so that it's not a copy and paste article, but it's done in their own words. But there's nothing new in that blog post. There's nothing unique about that blog post except for the order of the words, okay? There's no new ideas, no new thoughts, nothing. So that's most blog content, and that's the kind of stuff that gets posted to a blog and then shared to Facebook, and you don't get any clients that say, oh, I read your article on what to do about, when a roof leaks, and so I called you. That's just it's never happening. Instead, you should produce content that is 100% unique. Now, if you think to yourself, well, how do I do that? Everyone's already written about everything. There's nothing unique I could write about. I mean, if I want to write about what to do when your roof leaks, how can I make an article about what to do when your roof leaks unique? And the answer is, you can tell a story about a client of yours whose roof was leaking. Now, it's still about what to do when your roof leaks, but the content of the article is 100% unique. You are the only one with this particular story. And so you can share that story in a blog post. Now, A blog post, typically people think there's an image at the top because it's usually some stupid stock photo of a roof with some dripping down it or something, and then the content is written and then that's it. But that's not what a blog post has to be. One of the best and most efficient ways to produce a blog post is to produce a video. So as a roofing company owner, as the owner of a roofing company who knows all about roofing and what to do when your roof is leaking, all you have to do is take out your phone. You don't have to type anything, okay? If you're working with a marketing company that works this way, you take out your phone, you record a selfie video, okay? So you hold your phone up and you look into it, kind of like what I'm doing right now. I have my phone on a stand, but it doesn't matter. And you just talk about what to do when your roof leaks. You could say something like, hey, so-and-so, my name is blah, blah, blah. I'm with blah, blah roofing company. And today I want to talk about exactly what to do when your roof is leaking, okay? The first thing you should do is blah, blah, blah. The next thing you should do is yada, yada, yada. And finally, blah, 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 yada, yada. And that's what I recommend doing. And you can go on and talk about that kind of stuff for as long as you want, okay? And then you click end on the recording on your phone and you send it to your marketing company. And what do they have? They have a piece of content that they can use to upload to YouTube, that they can transcribe and make into a blog post that is 100% unique, because in that video you also shared a story about how you had someone call in because the roof was leaking and exactly what you did as the roofing company to fix it. And maybe why it was leaking, and maybe the roofing company that they had prior to you put the things on wrong or whatever. And now you've got a blog post that actually is a story, and you can title it to be unique. You can say exactly how we helped someone whose roof was leaking, or the 3 things you should do as soon as you see a roof leak, or something like that. And then you can share that video to Facebook. You can share the YouTube video embedded in the blog post. You can take screen grab. You can make tons of amazing content. But as the business owner, you don't have time to do any of that. And you don't have time to type a blog post. What you do have time for, though, is you have time to hold your phone, speak into it for 2 to 10 minutes, or however long you want to talk to, and talk into your phone, and then click end and send it off and let it and be done with it. And that's for the marketing company to figure out how to make use of it. So why blogging is a waste of money is not because blogging qua blogging is a waste, but blogging the way it's done 99 times out of 100 when you're hiring a marketing company to just do it all for you is a waste of money, because nothing comes from the expert and you're the expert in your industry. And so the job of the marketing company is to extract that information from you somehow and to get it to where it needs to be and to distribute it properly, because then and only then is that content actually helpful to people. So let's talk about additional ways that you can use blog content to actually get more customers, and so that it's not a waste of money. One of our clients sells TVs, okay? And they sell a particular kind of TV, and it is in direct competition with a bunch of other types of TVs. And so one of the biggest concerns with people who are in the market for a new big screen TV is the type of TV they should get. And so a common question is QLED versus OLED, which is better? Now, our client only sells QLED TVs, okay? And they were getting this question and pushback all the time from people who are in the market for a new TV. And they say, I heard OLED is better and all you sell is QLED. So this client of mine produced blog content that answers the age-old QLED versus OLED question. And we didn't put any marketing dollars behind the answer to that question, but instead we used it as a tool when that question came up with a potential customer. So someone messaged the Facebook page because we were running a Facebook promotion that encouraged people to message their page. And they asked, you guys only sell QLED TVs. I heard OLED TVs are better. And we were able to answer, well, a lot of people think that, but we actually produced an article about the QLED versus OLED question. And, here's a link to it, read through it. There are some cases when OLED is better, but we found that for most people, QLED is actually better. And so what they were able to do is use that piece of blog content as a tool to communicate and educate potential clients that they were already talking to about their products. So blog content that you can use as a tool in emails with potential clients or over the phone, you can tell them to go to your website and read a particular article, is huge if the blog content is actually helpful. So let's see if I missed anything. So yeah, I don't think I missed anything. I think that blog posts are usually a waste of money because of the way that marketing companies are producing them, and the purpose behind them is just lost. So instead, if you're thinking that you want to increase the likelihood that a potential customer becomes a customer, you need to first think in terms of how you, as the expert in your industry, can actually be helpful to people. And if one of the ways of being helpful is sharing information, then you need to figure out how to get that information out of you and onto something that people can take in. So in many cases, a blog is great to house that information, but also so is Facebook. And so is Twitter, although Twitter for local business isn't really something that I recommend getting into, because I think Facebook is just so much more valuable, and Google searches as well. So to kind of wrap things up, I know it's getting a little bit shaky here toward the end. I'm kind of losing my train of thought, but blogging is a complete waste of money if it's done wrong. It's really valuable if it's done right. You'll notice that the headlines on this Square video that you're watching, if you're watching it on Facebook, is meant to get your attention. If you're a business owner, you're probably either doing blogging right now or have done it in the past, or are thinking, is it even worth it? And so reading this headline got you to watch this video, and I hope that you actually learn something from it. Blogging can really be a valuable thing, or it can be a complete waste of money. There's usually no middle ground. If you want to make use of content production and distribution to your perfect client and to your perfect potential clients, and you want help with that, definitely get in touch. One of the things I've been doing lately is helping businesses get started with this kind of stuff, and then only when they start making money from this marketing stuff do I begin charging them. So this is something that I'm doing with a few select clients right now. I'm able to handle maybe a few more. So if it's something that you're interested in, definitely reach out to me, and we'll see if we'd be a good match for one another. So that's it. Have a great day. I hope this was helpful, and thank you so much for watching. What a long video. I hope it was mostly helpful. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.